Well, that was one way to end the season. Let me talk quickly through the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. It's all wrapping up now. We can see the podium ceremony about to begin as I'm sitting down and recording this. But let's talk about the race and look forward to next year. Because it was very much a way of summarising this year. Verstappen went too deep at the first corner and pile drove Piastri, a worthy 10-second penalty. And then Piastri himself picked up a penalty for driving into the back of Colapinto. Now, it looked a bit like kind of moving under braking, but it also looked a bit like, he did leave enough of a gap to have a good reaction time and got into the back of Colapinto. So 6 of one, half dozen the other. I can see why it was a penalty. Likewise, the Bottas one. The race has a section called Valtteri Bottas Sympathy Corner, and you could feel for him. That Sauber had a very kind of Kimi Raikkonen-esque thing of just not understanding, what was it, turn 7, technically now? He just went way too deep twice there, once hitting Sergio Perez and potentially ending his career, and the other one hitting Kevin Magnussen and potentially ending Bottas' career. But he got to Q3 in his final race. Well done to him on that one. The person that we can talk about, however, is the guy who finished third, having started down in 19th, Charles Leclerc. He was up to, P8 by the time that Bottas got into Perez. A great start, then gained positions after the Piastri and Verstappen tangle, then gained even more positions after the Perez and Bottas tangle by going around the outside of it all, getting, 3 places in one hit. Yeah, deserved driver of the day for Charles Leclerc, who will be hoping for more again next season. Likewise, the guy who finished 4th, his future teammate Lewis Hamilton, will be hoping for more next season after ending his career with Mercedes. Yeah, you can feel for Lewis. He didn't really have a great time this season in W15, and yeah, it was a nice kind of emotional send-off there. I mean, he's always driven Mercedes power, and he's been with McLaren going back then when they were Mercedes as well. I think it's basically, a 30-year partnership coming to an end? Think about that. I think he's, 40 next year. And yeah, that's so strange to think, right? But a nice farewell, and he got an overtake on the last lap at Abu Dhabi, around the outside on George Russell. You saw Russell applauding that move at the end of the race because, newer, fresher tyres at Abu Dhabi, you can do a nice cheeky dive move. It's good to see Lewis getting the most of it on the last lap. The memories are very much still with us. Pierre Gasly, who got 7th place in all of this. He was running in 3rd in the early phases. It deserved for him. I saw that Haas sent Kevin Magnussen to get the fastest lap at the end of the race. Anything that can help them and the constructors, I guess. Hülkenberg getting 8th, Alonso 9th, Piastri 10th, and I was just checking to make sure this was true. Piastri managed to get to the finish, I think, of every single race this season. At least in Grand Prix, did every single lap of the Grand Prix, which in the longest season in F1 history, that is amazing, right? At the end of it all, I think the P6 battle went the way of Alpine, with Haas in 7th and RB in 8th. There was nothing that changed in the Constructors' Championship for the end of this season. And I think in the Drivers' Championship as well, Gasly got even clearer of Hülkenberg. So, yeah, I can't think of any particular changes that happened there. I think, did Piastri just about stay clear of Sainz for P4? But yeah, it's been a good end to one hell of a season. I think when I made my preseason predictions, I thought, this is going to be a bit of a lackluster season. I figured Max would win half the races, absolutely dominate, and we might get a couple of good races being the ones that Verstappen didn't win. I remember after the Australian Grand Prix, I said, is it going to be that we say this is the race of the season because it'll be the only one that Red Bull and Max don't win? But oh boy, was I made to eat those words. I think if we ran the championship in reverse order, you'd see a more thrilling battle, with a late surging Verstappen taking the title. But yeah, it's been a good season. One to think about a little bit more as we get ready for 2025. And those are my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comment section down below. In the other series, well done to Gabriel Bortoleto for getting the championship on his way up to the drive next year with Sauber. And well done to Abby Pulling for getting another 2 race wins. Maya Vogue got the 3rd one in F1 Academy. Worthy champion again for Abby Pulling. And yeah, until next time, it's bye-bye for now.